A laptop open at dinner table, emails on your phone right before bed, and the stress that never really goes away. Do you ever feel like your life is a long to-do list and no matter how much you try, you're always behind? We live in a world where work never really ends. And in the middle of it all, we are burnt out, disconnected from our hobbies and relationships, and constantly feeling guilty, like we are not doing enough at home or at work. But what if the problem isn't you? What if the whole concept of work-life balance itself is flawed? Stay with me for 8 minutes and I'll give you a gentler, more realistic way to think about work and life. Here's what we're going to cover in this video. First, why work-life balance is a flawed concept. Then a more flexible approach that fits the way we actually live and work. And finally, a 60-minute habit to help you feel in more control and less overwhelmed. So let's dive in. Part 1. Why work-life balance doesn't work. A study from University of Zurich found something surprising. People who try really hard to keep their work and personal life separate actually feel more stressed. Why? Because our brains don't work like that. Our brain isn't a machine with clean compartments for work and for life. It's like a web which connects everything together. So even when you're not working, your mind is still stuck on that email that you did not send. You're at dinner, but you're thinking about tomorrow's meeting. It's not that you're bad at boundaries, it's just how our brains work. Now, most advice says set strict boundaries, block your time, just say no. But in many workplaces, let's be honest, that's really tough. You either come across as a difficult person or you end up compensating for that protected time later anyways. So what's the solution? Part 2, try work-life integration instead. Work-life integration means giving yourself permission to let a little bit of personal life flow into your workday and little bit of work flow into your personal time without feeling guilty about it. Let's be honest. Most of us are already doing this. We check our mails during dinner time. We take calls while commuting. We think about work while watching TV. But here's the difference. With integration, you choose when that overlap happens. You're not just reacting, you are deciding. Maybe you're replying to a quick message during a coffee break, which helps you enjoy your evenings better. And that's okay. Maybe you decide to have a short walk or mid-morning journaling, which helps you clear your head. And that's okay too. And it also means you're protecting some moments, like a phone-free dinner time with your family where your work just cannot interrupt you, or bedtime with your child where you're fully present with them. These times are non-negotiable and you strictly don't let work bleed into it. Here are few reflection questions to help you apply work-life integration to your own life. What moments in my day feel sacred or non-negotiable? When do I feel most present with myself or with my family? What kind of work tasks can be done during in-between time, like when you're commuting or when you're waiting somewhere? What boundaries would help me feel more peaceful and not more rigid? Part 3, the 60-minute rule that changes everything. A study by Rescue Time found that on an average, a knowledge worker only gets 2 hours and 53 minutes of truly focused work in entire 8 hours day. Why? Because the rest of the time gets swallowed up by meetings, pings, emails, context switching and low priority tasks. Even something as small as checking your phone just for a second can break your flow. And once you're distracted, it takes a lot of time to get back. That's why we often end the day feeling busy but not productive. That is exactly why the 60-minute rule works. It's not about controlling your whole day, it's about protecting one focused hour, fully yours, no distractions, no multitasking. Here's how you do it. Split your hour into 2 blocks. One is a 45-minute block and one is a 15-minute block. First, morning focus block of 45 minutes. This is when your mind is most fresh. Use it to finish one important thing, that one thing that will make your day feel like a win. Turn off notifications, no WhatsApp, no mails, no pings. Just ask yourself, what is the one thing I need to complete today? and do just that. A study from University of California found that it takes 23 minutes and 15 seconds to refocus after a small interruption. So that quick scroll or ping, it's not harmless. It's quietly draining your energy, time, and confidence. Next is the evening wind down block of 15 minutes. This is your mental sign off. Use it to close the day with intention. Jot down what you finished, where you left off, and one thing to start with tomorrow. This tiny ritual tells your brain work is done. So your evening doesn't feel like you're still half working in your head. Why does this matter? Because when you don't have a closure, your mind keeps spinning. A study published in Journal of Occupational and Organizational Psychology found that people who lack clear end to their workday tend to think about work more, experience poorer sleep, and report higher levels of anxiety. This single 1 hour, when protected, can change everything. Part 4, make it real, your weekly check-in. Information without reflection rarely turns into change. So here's a simple but powerful way to integrate everything we have talked about with a weekly check-in. Every Friday, pause for 5 minutes and ask yourself, did I protect my 60 minutes at least 4 days in this week? Did I feel more focused during work and more present outside of work? Did I honor my non-negotiables and make space for what actually matters to me? Because the real win isn't checking off more tasks, it's living a week that actually felt like yours. Along with work-life integration, if you truly want your evenings to be your own, check out my video on 6 habits linked here to take back your evenings after work. It is full of simple changes that help you wind down, recharge, and actually enjoy your time after work. Thank you for watching. We'll meet you again with the next video.